now 16 minutes past the hour of 10 as we get into Radio Market this morning. So I'm saying good morning to my co-host, Michael Stokes. Good morning to you.
Good morning, JDT. And good morning to all the folks out there who is ready for the markets. We got plenty of things to sell today, because we're in the selling mood.
Yes, as we start officially. So we're going to play the theme song and get going. We are back. It is just about 17 or 18 minutes past 10. So Mikey.
My sister, my friend, my everything. And how are you this morning?
I'm good. How was your week?
Oh my goodness, I have, in my old age, I'm really doing it, burning the candles at two ends. Because of the last night I played in Spratnet, with the group they're working with now. This morning I had to wake up 7:30 for a photo shoot. I didn't know I was in them things still at my age.
Really? With whom?
Well, I'm doing a photo shoot for the Chatterbox. Juve Morning. I know you're a Christian, so you don't know much about those things.
No.
The Chatterbox, Juve Morning.
Okay.
Troop. I have two troop this year, so I had to wake up 6 o'clock this morning to go to that.
So what role you played in the photo shoot?
Well, I was the old man with the walking stick, walking and giving the folks them their mission. Because two Juve Morning troop, they're having a red troop and a green troop.
Okay.
So I was giving the red troop and the green troop. And they had two twins up there.
No, you're not two twins. This
Yeah,
was,
two
so they had
twins.
twins. Okay.
So they had four of them up there. So
Okay, so they had two twins. Okay,
two
so you're right.
Yeah,
okay.
right? Okay.
You're right then.
And I came to the station after that to just take a little rest. I watched some crickets and crickets, And I came to the station, and when I came to the station, I came straight to you, and and I saw you drinking some coffee mates and coffee milk make and different things. I said to myself, in my days we had no coffee mate, and we had bush tea.
Bush tea.
And lucky if you got milk.
I received a TikTok from Carl. Carl, how you do? Carl Astafan.
Oh, hey, Carl, how you doing,
And the guy was saying, imagine that when we were eating stuff like that, when we were drinking bush tea and eating like roast breadfruit and so, we used to be vexed. And little did he know that he was living his best life back then.
Yes.
So we were living the best life, They say we best life, People think that the best life is material gain. You have your own house, you have your own car. You could put on your eyelash, you got your weave, you could get your haircuts. The men could got the $500 sneakers and the gold chain, $1,000 gold chain, and so.
Aye.
And they live in the best life, but they're in the best life.
No.
The best life is back then when you were eating the good food.
Yeah, man, the bush tea and the thing and so and so and so.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
So a breakfast for you back then would have been consisting of what?
Well, I used to get a little let's say a 5 cents penny bread. And
the 5 cents penny bread is how much now? So you would have get 5 cents penny bread.
And I got a little red butter.
Red butter, yeah.
Red butter. I didn't need none about no sausage and and egg. Oh Lord, no, because we had no fridge, so we couldn't really
But they used to find ways to keep eggs, though.
Yeah, okay.
They used to find ways to keep eggs fresh and lime and so, because me and my sister were talking about that last week.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, you keep it fresh.
So with the for the lime for sure, they used to dig a hole and put them in the earth, right?
Okay.
I think so, and it kept the limes fresh. So I don't know, but I think, but we used to have eggs. Eggs used to last. Eggs never used to. Like today, eggs used to last. So they used to be yard fowl egg used to last.
And throw it one time. Don't put no, just.
So you never, but we had eggs in the safe.
Yeah, me. And had eggs in the safe. Yeah.
In the thing.
So there is a
they had a gentleman had an egg farm named Mr. I know what his name was. We used to call him the laugher because he could have had a nice laugh.
Okay.
A tall, dark man. I think he used to work up the factory in them days.
Yeah, he had egg farm.
And he had an egg farm. He used to bring me eggs.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, we really used to dig a hole and put in the limes and to keep them fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And being as the egg then was whole egg, you just sometimes we used to put them in the safe in a bowl.
Yeah, in a bowl, yes.
She used to put some sand in the bowl and then put in the eggs.
I think I remember, yes.
Okay. And they keep them fresh. Okay.
Eggs. And
but the eggs them now, they keep them and chill. So when they come in the hot air now, they get spoiled quick.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
So we used to
so you had the eggs in a bowl in some sand.
In some sand.
In the thing. And the lime them used to go in the earth.
In the earth.
Yeah.
And cover them over. But see what can happen to. If you have a four laying and you want to make the eggs them good, what you have to do now, you put them in some water and then we float, they light, they ain't good, you throw them away. And then we go to the bottom is fresh eggs, so you keep them.
Well, I wonder if that would apply now. You think that would apply now? That I can put some eggs, put an egg in the water and see what happens and see if it's good? Because, sometimes when you crack the egg and you see the ew.
Yes, you see,
right?
Good.
Yeah, only when you crack it, So I wonder if that could apply now to the eggs that we'll be getting today.
No, really no, because that's what we used to do.
But I can try it.
Said, throw them in the water. No, throw them in the water. Said, then we come up on the top, they ain't good, they light.
I can try them.
We go to the bottom with the heavy thing.
Eating time.
I going home to try that.
Even Jazzy
thank you.
Cook dumpling too, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you don't mix the dough and you make out it up, you put it in the pot, everything going to the bottom.
Yes, and then they're going to float
but
up.
From the time the dumpling then come on the top of the water, they're ready to eat,
yes.
they boil the lighter.
Right.
So they come on the top. And if you let them boil too much, they go back to the bottom and they get hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Have a good day.
Education.
Yes.
I can try that, Mick. I can try the egg thing and see. Good morning.
Good morning, Mick and Jazz.
Morning.
Yes, October to the world.
Where the lady says true, Yeah, the man you're talking about with the egg was a man named Mr. Martin.
Mr. Martin, right.
A tall black man.
A tall dark man, Mr. Martin. He had an egg farm.
Yeah, up Greenland, up to the
Greenland,
oh
my gosh. Yeah.
But, and the sand, they used to get some best sand and put them in a container, whether a basket or wooden box or whatever, a bowl like you said, and put the eggs them there to cool off.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
and remember those days, the cock and hen used to do the business and get the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, eggs are fertilized by some other means and so forth and so forth.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So it's a different, because I know people in the state who right now doing him, and they don't sell the eggs, they give them to the church and so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so that's it.
So you think that you think that I could apply the method that she says they use back in the day with the eggs today?
Yeah, you could try and see.
I can try.
Sometimes you buy eggs from the supermarket or wherever, and then you may got them in the fridge. You could leave them outside the fridge too, but sometimes when you're ready to deal with the eggs, they spoil.
Yeah, I don't normally put them in the fridge. Really, I had them outside.
So you could try that, but look at it when you're done. You just absorb the water with a paper towel or so.
Okay. I can try it.
And then you got something to tell us.
Yeah, I can try it. All right, thank you.
Nice. Morning, Radio Markets.
Hello, Uncle Mick.
Hey, okay. Nice one, Sonny boy.
Yes, Sonny boy.
My grandmother had a bar shop. She used to sell Marby, ginger beer, and Johnny cake, all that in South Valley.
Mm-hmm.
So used to eat pretty good. We get bread and butter and cheese, either cocoa or tea, or lemongrass bush tea or ginger bush, mint bush tea, mixed with milk, condensed milk.
Mm-hmm.
So we wasn't that bad off because my grandmother always had a bar shop.
Okay.
So me and my siblings, them, before we go to school every morning, we got something to eat.
Okay, wonderful.
And then we go home and come back. My grandmother give us something. Then my mother will cook in the afternoon.
Okay.
So we didn't have it hard. You know, me and dumpling and jam and all them, we didn't have it hard. We were
Thank you.
blessed.
Thank you, Sonny.
Okay.
Thank you, Sonny Boy.
Hello to you guys. I'm coming to see you and Uncle Mick.
Okay, no problem.
Can't wait to see you.
Can't wait to see you. Okay, Sonny Boy, take care.
Can't wait.
Good morning, Radio Markets.
Good morning, this is Sugar.
Uh-huh.
The lady perfectly right with all what she said, and Emil as well. But one thing they left out, if you don't turn the egg them,
Okay.
and the red come up and touch the shell, that was going to spoil the egg. Even these when you buy from the supermarket, and you have them there to lie, you got to turn them.
Oh.
So if any of the red touch the shell,
Uh-huh.
it's going to spoil. Okay?
The red?
Yeah, the red of the egg. Got the yellow, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. The yolk. If
Yeah,
the yolk touch.
Any of
Okay.
it touch the shell,
Okay.
you're going to spoil the egg.
Ah, okay.
Oh, boy.
Sugars, they just hung up, you know.
Good morning. Good
Sugars, they
morning.
just hung up the phone, you know.
Morning.
Hey, Dominic.
Hey.
Hey, there was some pink really walking up your knees, right? I had a good sweat on.
Thank you, Poochie. Mick,
Good morning.
good morning.
Your best friend.
Yes, I had forgot to tell you, put your friend turn the egg. My grandmother say get addle.
I hear the word addle already, for true.
Right, so the part of it, look, the yolk of it, gonna come up and then turn it side brown.
I've seen it though. When I crack egg and so, I've seen it.
But he lucky, he had bread and butter. Many mornings I used to have to get up, go up in the mountain, get the potato, come back down when I my mother got the salt water boiling. So I need a potato.
And you
And
know,
we had a tree we used to call old man, a bush we used to call old man beard bush. People take it and make fence. So what we used to do to make tea with that, the only tea men make is by the care to you, gum bush tea, old man beard bush tea, lemongrass tea, all kind of tea. And them said boiled potato, you open them and they cool. And you eat your boiled potato and you drink your bush tea. Sometimes you burn your stomach all day, you go to school.
really?
Yeah, when you come back in the afternoon, say God will provide, and then she might get two balahu and something we used to call masambe.
Yeah.
So you get the two balahu and the masambe, and you pick up the balahu in the masambe and the rice. But sometimes when she ain't got sufficient, she make it sappy. Now when she throw a spoonful in your bowl, she brought it out before you could get a lot of food. but in truth and in fact, none of that, you know. The water we say you run, you say you're going to spread off in the plate.
Well, you had to have, they had to have ideas. They had to be able to feed you all, you know.
It's true.
Yeah, they had to be able to feed us. So, if that's the way it can be, and that is why we learn to eat little and live long, you know.
That's so true.
That was a, that is,
and
yeah.
the young people them got too much of privilege, you know, right? That they don't count it a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, many mornings I go school and come back, nothing there to eat. I put some sugar in some water, cold water by a penny ice, and then when it cool, I drink it to the stomach. When you go back to school, everybody say they eat. I eat bread and sausage. I eat bread and cheese. Hear me too. I got thing go so.
I know that's right. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. We got that, I mean, you know, let's go over here and then come back quick, okay? So, let me see, Aretha. Aretha says, Fire Queen,
Fire Queen.
Fire Queen is here, Mick and Jazzy, the morning, my
Nice.
friend. Hope you guys
Girl.
good. We good, thanks. Then she said, I see my uncle put them on sand, okay?
Son, okay.
Hugo, good morning, Hugo.
Hi, Hughie.
He says, Jazzy, yes, to preserve lime, we use to bury them, and back then, yardfowl eggs needed no fridge. That's right. Evelyn Baptiste said, in my days, I had bush tea with bread and tongue. And then she said, good morning. Avril McCoy says, good morning. Morning, Avril. Then Carmen Hudd says, good morning, Mick and Jazzy, watching from Atlanta. Wishing Jazzy a blessed and happy birthday in advance. Thank you, Carmen. October to the world.
Oh boy, here we go. Good morning.
Uncle Mick,
Uh-huh.
Jazzy still had soursop bush tea.
Soursop
Yes,
bush tea,
yes.
of course. Yeah, man. How
Everybody
can we-
had soursop. But I don't think we realized how serious that was, because right now soursop is one of the leading
Mackay for cancer, and
for cancer and
this
so
and for
on.
that.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
we used to
man.
drink these bush.
And you can't get your child go sleep. You
You just give them some soursop bush.
without milk.
Yeah,
Oh,
and if they
it's
have
like
a
that as well.
fever, you put the bush on the bed and put on the sheet, and the bush can cause them to
absorb
sweat it
the-
out.
Sweat it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my
wow.
goodness, we didn't even know them.
We live the best life. Good morning.
Jazzy,
Yes.
I am not ashamed to say this, and I can say it on the ear, which I will do. I believe my mother is one of the persons on the point who had life rough, but how she did do, we used to eat. Jazzy, my mother had 15 children. 1, 5, 15. Sometimes she sent about a tin of sardine. And Jazzy is the juice or the sauce, whatever you want to call it. When you open the sardine, you get a little bit of oil.
Yes.
It's a streak of that me going to get in my bread. Not the sardine,
The oil.
oil.
Yeah.
And Jazzy, me not a lawyer. Me used to enjoy it as if me get the sardine. And today, me can't give my children them sardine to eat. They feel like, well, ain't no kind of food. My mother used to cook rice again with breadfruit, chip up in small pieces
Oh, yes.
like
Yeah.
rice.
Uh-huh.
And the bala up on the top of it. And Jazzy, that they used to full belly because we not had no Sunday food. This thing where they got both lasagna and all kind of stupid
Oh, yeah,
and bake it and bake that.
Never heard about them then.
We not had no Sunday food, Jazzy D. When we get a plate of rice, cut up breadfruit or musambe or parsley and a balaho or a half a balaho.
Half a bottle.
Is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No Sunday shoes. So them little nigga nowadays here, who got things better and asleep on bed they wanna. Jagging with the guy in heaven. Because I used to go sleep on the floor and my sister and brother pick on me. Bugger boy, just began happy, yes, because I get passionate. But it was hard. But I make it through life, Jazzy D.
That's right.
And today, I own my own little business. I'm the owner of Jungle Bikes ATV Tours.
See?
And I feel proud.
Congratulations.
Mick, you know me.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
You used to be in class by my uncle Hicks playing draft.
Yes, that's so true. Yes. Yes. I
Have a good day.
Have a good
Nice,
day, man,
thank
and
you, man. Thank you,
congratulations, man.
Appreciate your contribution.
Yes.
Hey, morning, Radio Markets.
Good morning, Radio Market. Jazzy B and Mixed Up, the Vincent. I come up from a rough time. I never had current. I never had nothing. But coming to think it, I experienced a lot. But Mixed Up, you know, you stand there for me when things were bad and when things were good. I never had anything that was always good. But Jazzy D, listen to you. I love you always.
Thank you.
I'm going through a lot. Mixed up. I love you.
Thank you.
But things running good. They helping me out because they is me adapted people them. Mixed up. I love you.
Thank
Jazzy
you.
D, I love you.
Love you too.
That's
Who this is?
She's a literary.
What your name is?
Your friend, no? She sell this small little with some little sugar cake and
Where?
different things. Up and down the place.
I can't figure out who it is. Hi, morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Jazzy.
Yes.
It was an easy life with us back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Breadfruit, oil with little salt and whatever, and we was enjoying it with sugar water.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. And when
yeah.
they cook rice with the chip of breadfruit again, we had to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes piece of back and a candy and you know get piece of relish.
I know.
Wow.
You know, if I don't know how old are you, but I'm old enough to know back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, mother had so many children.
But the thing is the way how, thank you, the way how the parents used to make sure everybody get peace. And most likely, they went without food.
Of course. Yes.
Our parents, and they gave us. And they used to make a thing stretch.
I remember my grandmother, thanks to Miss Harris, down Westbourne, got. When she got penny halfpenny, she tied it in a piece of cloth, on a piece of cloth, tight, because, you know, and she just take a common pin, and pin it against she Brazil.
Yeah.
So she can't sleep with that little change in the thing, because, you know, she can't. That's how she used to save she money. So when I see you this morning with your coffee, mate, and your coffee, milk, this I say me, girl, look how things change from yesterday to today.
I know.
Hi, morning.
Hey, Mick and Jack.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, remember Monday is my birthday.
Yes. October to the world.
Yeah. But my mother had a watch phrase she used to use. She used to say, you have to cut and contrive. No, my older siblings and myself, I don't know how good they had life. But I grew up very poor, but never out of food.
Okay.
That's
never ever out of food. And you hear them talk, this thing you talk about bread with the sugar water thing. You know, I never drink that. My father used to discourage us from doing it. He knew something that we didn't know, but we never used to do it. He said, if you don't have lime, drink in water. Lastly, somebody mentioned something about burying the lime and the ginger in the ground. Well, lime, ginger, carrot, and a couple other things. Irish potatoes. But you bury them where the dew and the water drop off from the house roof. In the area, mostly used to be damp. Moist.
Okay.
You bury them in the area, and they stay good. Yeah?
Because it's damp, yes.
Damp,
okay.
Yes. If you bury them where that end, you sprinkle water there now and then. So, the people knew some science.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
I'm telling you.
Science, yeah.
Yes, October to the world. Yeah. We have a caller.
Morning, Radio Markets.
Morning, ZIZ.
Yes.
Breadfruit and rice, green fig and rice, papaya rice, pumpkin and rice. All them we used to eat.
Yeah.
Smoked herring, strip up in the rice.
Oh boy, don't talk about that.
Yeah. And sometimes my man tell me, you got your bread, you mix a little sugar water, and you throw the sugar in the bread itself, or just sweet oil in the bread when the bread.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it is a saltfish, yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet oil and bread.
And the children them so privileged, I don't understand. They could may want a cheese today, or I may want a Vienna for the one this. We had no choice.
That's
and as
right.
the young man said, my grandmother say, cut and contrive. Cut your cloth to suit your garment. That's
Eat
what they
little and
used
live
to say.
long.
But the young people today, they pour up and nothing and they know what they're doing.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Morning, Markets.
Good morning. I really had to make my 2 cents.
Nice. We're glad for that.
I had to sometimes go to school and don't eat. Friends never knew. The only thing the teacher might realize is that I'm so sleepy I can't keep up because I'm so hungry. My mother used to use a fork to comb our hair.
A fork?
Her name is Mrs. Leanne Douglas Woodley from Sandy Point, God bless her soul. When I go to school, no panty on because my panty is for church. So I had to wash it and put it up for church, and my friends used to lift up the clothes. Lastly, the bugs in the lard board and the Latin. On Saturdays, you see us, we had to cut them out and she'll knock the bugs out because we couldn't afford to buy a bed. We had a lot of land with a lot of trees, but no way but one room house. When rain comes, we had to catch the water in a pan and you could see the sky from inside. Our nightgown was my mother big dress. And sometimes if you get a panty, it's made out of flower bag.
Aye.
and feel great.
Mm-hmm. But look at you now, though.
When I go to school, my friends used to laugh at me. And my intention, my father spoke to us about values, Christian values, and he was very strict and protective of us. Anybody could speak about, Samuel would be. But the thing about it today, I give God all the glory, the honor, and the praise. I am a nurse of 40 years now.
See?
I have almost 3 houses, 2 lovely sons, and a husband.
All right now.
And the same people who used to laugh after me, I wish that God would prosper them just as me. So it's not where you begin, it's where you are and where you are going.
Double for your trouble.
I would encourage the people who are having it tough and rough. Don't give up, because there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Just learn your lesson. Because somebody sing this song, I don't know who it is. Once you go to school and learn well, everything will be okay with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, education is the key. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, nurse.
Thank you so much, nurse. Thank you.
Oh boy.
It's like 18 minutes before. Yes, before 11.
We have a caller?
Today we would be talking to Miss Skerritt, but I didn't get her.
Continue,
yes, so we would try and continue another time. Let me see. Christina James says, Uncle make an Auntie Jazzy deep breadfruit and pear also. Okay.
Oh, yes,
Catherine Burrows Charles, greetings to you, Jazzy and Mick. Enjoying the show. Please send out birthday greetings to my son, Tao Burrows Charles, in Keon on Monday. Well, Tao, I hope you hear your mommy's birthday greetings to you in advance.
You too. Nice.
Aubrey and Denise Frederick, good morning to you all. Have a great day. Thank you. Janet Walters watching from Connecticut, I think she says.
Okay.
All right. Whoa.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
Fire Queen, how you do? Hi, morning radio market.
Jazzy,
yes.
You ever wear hand-me-down?
Yes, everybody done had that on with the hand-me-down thing.
And even when you're in the schoolyard, your friend a point and you tell your other friend, Jazzy, you got to have me frack. And you go end up crying?
No. But normally it would be relatives. It would be relatives. Like maybe my sister used my sister blouse when she done and stuff like that, but not nobody in school give me nothing like like that kind of thing.
Well, Jazzy, me had neighbors who give us things. Okay. And Lord, when in the schoolyard, he was if I go on bad, you hear him say, and he got on me pants, with that, me got Michelle, me go cry.
I know.
Yes, man. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Caller.
Okay.
Hey.
Just reminding them it's Radio Market, eh?
Yes, and
don't forget to come and call and sell and everything.
But the topic is very interesting.
We're having a good conversation, but remember that your time and is Christmas coming, eh?
Yes.
So take out all your curtains and see if you got any that you could give away.
That is a hand me down.
Give us some curtains. I got somebody who got some nice curtains, me ain't calling the name. And not some nice things and some, me ain't calling the name, but...
Uncle Terry, don't forget,
Okay, so I get all your things them going.
Good morning.
Good morning, Auntie Jazzy and Uncle Mick.
Okay.
Morning,
yeah, the old time days. Yeah, the little of that. Johnny, see over get just right from somebody else. Box come. But show the neighbor, you don't get on good,
Mm-hmm.
They offer you just, but you got to go and take it in the moment. You all wait, so everybody... Everybody knows somebody's address you get from somebody else, And what I was glad for too, I learned to wear high heel shoes because it's a lady, my father was good. And when she get the food, the thing out of Bermuda, yeah, I get something and so. And I learned to wear them, they look like pedal pusher shoes. Remember the pedal pusher shot, cloth they used to go?
Yes.
Christmas time you got this red pants with this all kind of X and thing on them. Yeah, and talking about the old time, there's Bury the Lime, it was true. Yeah, what about Jazzy? Your people are like today? Yeah, your father, your mother come down and you buy the quarter bag of rice, quarter bag of flour, and the quarter bag of corn and the sugar and so on, and then the butter now, you buy a half pound of butter, a pound of butter, 25 cents, you know. Just it was some time, 25 cents, and a lot of garlic and all them things there. You used to go down good, man. And fish, don't talk about fish, just you make you know that. All your parents bring home this big bucket for me pot of fish. No, 25 cents. You tired clean, sometimes you throw away some and
Okay.
All right.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Hey, Uncle Mick. It's Sonny Boy calling back. I gotta tell guys in St. Louis, when the guys say they never drink beverage good for your belly.
Okay.
To keep an upset stomach. And I'll make another comment. Mr. Astafan and Peter Corey and his father were very nice to me, Rock, Banks, Fisherman, Potter, all of us. Mr. Astafan used to give us clothes from me and Dwyer them when they couldn't wear them no more. And I never had a problem for food because Mr. Astafan, Mr. Haley, all of them used to look out for us because we used to be around them when we were small boys. So we didn't have it so tough, but I sympathize with other people who had it tough.
All right.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you, Sonny Boy.
Oops, Mr. Caller. Good
You're
morning,
going on,
Radio
bad. Make your
Market.
punch in.
Good morning, Auntie Jazzy and Uncle Mickey. Good morning.
Morning.
Well, let me tell you something, right? That's why anytime you see me come on the radio, I always thank God for life. Because I'll never believe I'll reach where I reach. You understand? Through how hard we had life. We mother had 14 hours.
Wow.
And we got to go mountain, look at animal, come back in time to go to school, and sweep up your door kind of thing. But sometimes we eat breakfast. The mother gonna put some bread there for us when we come to lunch. And you know what we do? We double back on the bed, you know. So when we come from school lunch, there's nothing to eat. You know, we go eat cane. We don't go out cane, eat cane. I go look mango. Them tamarind, them young baby tamarind, to call them baby sheep. Right? We mix them up with sugar. And sometimes we had that for lunch. So that's why you see me come on and the radio, I was thanking God for it because I know I come from a father of a lotus, a father of a tamarind tree, a father of a mango tree. I don't want to break my neck yet out of a tree.
But thank God you're good to talk.
That's why I was thanking God for life.
That's right.
Because it wasn't easy back in them days.
You keep giving God thanks.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
right.
Beautiful.
That's right.
Okay, good morning, Radio Market.
Morning, Uncle Mick.
Hey.
Mr. Jazzy, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I have some stuff I need to get rid of.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Material.
Go ahead,
Huh?
fire.
Go ahead.
Material.
Have what?
Materials.
Uh-huh.
Building materials.
Okay.
T111. I have a T111.
T111.
Yeah, I have some galvanized.
T111 is T111, right?
111, yeah.
Yeah. Galvanized. You mean tin in?
Yeah.
You got tin in?
Yeah.
Okay. Who would want to call me at this time? Okay. Yeah, T111. Go ahead.
The tin in and the galvanized, and I have some lumber too. 2x4, 2x8, and those different sizes. The number to call 663-9810.
Okay, 1 minute now. I had to take that call. That was a very important call, right? So you said T111, galvanized. What else?
And some lumber. Lumber. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. And your number is, you said?
663-9810.
9810. Got you covered.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Beautiful.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break and come back because Mrs. Skerritt just called me and we want to continue our conversation with her, right? So let's take this call and then we can take a quick break.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Awesome,
Good, thank you.
awesome.
I have some stuff to advertise.
Okay, go right ahead.
First, I have a hair dryer, brand new for $120. And then I have a TP-Link AC1200 wireless router.
Oh, a wireless. Let me just put wireless router.
Yeah. It's $150.
Okay.
I have a power bank, portable power banks like to charge phone, Samsung, whichever kind. $120 each. I have a Samsung Galaxy A10 unlock phone. That's going for $660.
Samsung Galaxy what?
A10.
A10.
And then I have some memory cards, like 4 gig, 8 gig, 16 gig, starting from $20. 4 gig is $20 and go up. The number to call is 665.
Okay, so your starting price would be what?
For the memory cards?
No. We're starting from, I didn't put on all the prices. The highest price would be what?
The highest price was the phone.
And that is how much?
$660.
So I'm going to put $660 down. That's what I'm just trying to think. For all the things, okay? So that's good. So what's your number, yes or no?
665.
665.
8488.
8488.
Nice number.
Got you covered.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh boy.
We have a caller. Okay, so we can take a break and come back. So y'all stick and stay, don't go anywhere. It is just about 8:30 before the hour of 11. And we are back. It is 5 minutes before the hour of 11, and we have Mrs. Scarrett with us this morning once again. So, Mike?
Part 2?
Yes.
Part 2. Yes, part 2.
Oh, wait, dear. Now, what's the part 2? Wait, dear. Good morning, Mrs. Scarrett. Mrs. Scarrett?
I'm hearing you. Can you hear me?
Okay, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, darling.
And I have Mick with me as well, Michael Heiliger Stokes.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
Morning, Gary. Good morning, Gary.
Yes, so it is good to have you again. It's really a pleasure to talk to you.
Yes.
But
thank you for the big up.
So we're selling you again, but you're priceless.
Yes, you're priceless.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, now I had a call from a gentleman who said to ask you. He said that he bought his first radio by Skerritt's Drugstore. What was the name of the radio again? He called the name. I forget.
I would remember so far back.
He said
I
it came.
had radios for sale, but I don't remember.
That's fine.
Gwendig?
Not the Gwendig. But he said it came in a leather case.
Oh.
Crown?
He's carrying it like about 60 years. I don't remember that.
No, it was. He says it was in a leather case. That was his first.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of it.
Crown, Crown.
I ain't think it's Crown. It's a funny name to me. Ludwig.
And they
neither.
had Philips Crown and...
Yeah. But then he also said he used to buy essence and so who made the essence that you used to sell?
I used to make it.
Oh, he said
we got a concentrate from overseas, and I would make up the essence.
Oh, yeah. He said he used to buy almond essence and vanilla essence and so from you.
Yes. We used to get the concentrates from England.
Oh, wow.
Rose, strawberry, cherry.
Yeah.
Almond. Yeah. Almond was the best seller.
Yeah, almond and vanilla, no? Well, almond.
That's right. Those two are the best sellers.
Yes. Wow. Make you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Neither me, I didn't know that. But Mrs. Kite is an all-rounder, you know?
Yes.
Yes. So, Mrs. Kite, we spoke about your drugstore last week. Even though we have more we could say, but you said that you were a part of the Christmas festivities. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, remember we had some confusion in 1966, 67 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a state of emergency, so we had no carnival. We had carnival before that from 57.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Basil Henderson and I had started carnival in 1957.
Okay.
Nowadays, they only talk about carnival 50 from 70 something, but that was after all the confusion. Then we had the Christmas festivities, and it became National Carnival because the first year we had Christmas festivities and the carnival. One at Drugstore was the boys' school and one in the park, so it was confusion. So then we had the next thing the following year, the National Carnival in 1970 something, I think.
So you had two different festivities?
At one time, the first time after the state of emergency.
Uh-huh. So who it is had the second? Because you say you and Basil Henderson did one set. So
The original proper carnival.
Okay.
And after the state of emergency, Mr. Herbert, what was Mr. Herbert's name? William Herbert.
William Herbert, yeah.
He started the Christmas festivities.
Okay, so what took place with your festivities? What all took place?
Well, they had the same Queen show and everything because by then the carnival was sort of pushed aside, and we had the same Queen show, and it just went on, you know.
Okay, so did you have
confusion? It's not very pleasant to talk about.
Okay, all right, so we won't go there. But I have a call. I have a WhatsApp from my schoolmate Jason Kelsick, and he said you sold cameras as well.
Oh yes, we were the first people to sell cameras here. We sold Alpha cameras, and the expensive one I used to use in my photo studio, the Rolleiflex and Rolleicord.
Because he said he had an Agfamatic?
Yes, Agfa, AGFA. It was a company in Germany, yeah. But we sold that film as well.
Okay, Jason, so if you're listening, yes, you're on the ball. You definitely got, he said his uncle Jamie bought him a camera. Agfa brand camera there in Skerritt. Yes. So at Christmas time, what did you sell toys and stuff like that?
No, yes. I remember one year I had some fire engines, nice, a biggish one, the little girls love those. But mainly we sold the Matchbox cars. Do you remember those little Matchbox cars from England?
Yes, the Matchbox cars, yes.
That's right. We sold a lot of those, mostly. And then one year we had balls, I think, yeah. I tried to sell a little bit of everything, you know.
Yes, because we used to go window shopping. That used to
We used to sell hula hoops.
Yes.
You remember those?
Yes, I got my hula hoop from there. That's true. Yes. And we used to go window shopping. So we'd go down 4th Street and we'd start by you, Mrs. Skerritt. Start by Skerritt. We'll go over by Concy because everybody had a showcase, really. Most of the people had a showcase.
And you remember the store was open until 8 and 9 and 10 o'clock in those days.
Yes.
Christmas Eve night.
Christmas Eve, you went till 12?
I think the latest we went was 11 because remember I go to midnight mass at my church. So
Right. Yes, everybody had to be at mass, yes, for Christmas Eve. So tell me about in terms of like children, how many can you remember hiring children like during the Christmas period? Because, we used to get little jobs.
Yeah, and quite a few of them came back to me after they were school, like Carmen Henry and Kellyanne and people like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, they would come during the school holidays and on Saturdays.
Yes.
And some of them actually came on as big staff when they left school.
Wow. And you said last week that you hired the first visually impaired person. You hired a blind. Who it was?
Yes. His name was John. He started named him John, but we called him John Duncan from St. Paul's. No. We'll go to Lemon, over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so
well, up until then, all the blind only went, they did their baskets and needles.
Mm-hmm.
But when we started, what was his name? Started walking, I started the Society for the Blind.
Uh-huh.
I had to go to the school the first day, and we had a teacher, sight impaired teacher from named Harris Tota. And they all had to stand up and tell me the names, the ages, and how long they've been blind.
Uh-huh.
So this young man got up and said, he well-dressed, beautifully dressed, very nice young man. And he must have been in his early 20s by then or something like that. Got up and said he only went, had sight until he was 14. It was congenital, so it was gradual. And then he went totally blind. And I went home at night and I said my husband, I said, I wish I could have stopped for that young man.
Yeah.
And one night he said, well, don't you do something? So I went to school and I said, John, would you like to work in a drugstore? He said, oh yes, Mrs. Carey, I'd like any kind of work. And so he started on Saturday when the school was not open. And the first day he got to school, my husband did not know what to do with him. So I put him to sit on the stool. He said, yes, Mrs. Cagle will be here. And when I got there, at first I did not know what to do. But I remember he had been to school up to the age of 14, so this boy knew how to write.
Uh-huh.
And he knew his figures. So we had just opened some medicine, I remember, for children. And I put him to sit on the stool and I turned the boxes all up in the right way. And then I said, John, I want you to write $6.95 in the upper right-hand corner of these for me, please. And he did it.
Wow.
And he kept on with us like that every Saturday. And then when he left, I think when he left school, he came to us permanently for a while, yes. But he was a young man, ambitious. He wanted to try other things. Jazzy, one of his biggest ambitions, and they never took me up on it, was to have a program on ZIZ.
Really?
That he would have got somebody to give him what he had to say from ZIZ and put it in Braille for him, and that was his ambition. But they never took me up on it. In those days, we weren't so concerned about impaired people with special needs, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And then I remember one day I was typing a prescription and he wanted to help me. So I put him to stand up and I said, you can't teach to type, but I'll tell you. You can at least count the tablets because we had a counter.
Mm-hmm.
And I put him to stand up and I said, this is ampicillin 250, ampicillin 500. I came down the whole line. I didn't have to tell him again. And while I'm typing this prescription, I would say, John, could you get 15 or 20 ampicillin, 250 milligrams to me? And he was able to get them for me.
Wow.
He was an amazing young man.
I wonder if he's alive still.
No, he died. They found him dead in his home quite a few years ago now. His mom died before him, and then he died a few years after. There was Moses from the FA. Anybody over there would know who I'm talking about.
John Moses?
Yes.
Wow.
His father had named him John, but we call him John.
Oh, I know John.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He was quite. Yes. Yes, we used to call
Amazing.
us.
Amazing.
Yes. He
And he was the one that taught me a lot because he knew he did blind people who wanted to lead them. They would like to walk down the road to them and tell them what's ahead of them.
Yes.
You're coming up to the end of the sidewalk, or you're coming up to a lamppost planted in the middle of the sidewalk. Things like that.
Yeah.
So he learned by being with me, and I learned a lot from him.
Wow.
Mr. Borin's wife, Ethel, was another one that was very helpful to me in learning how to deal with people. You must know about Ethel. Ethel and Mr. Borin, her husband, are very famous now with it.
Yes.
Visually impaired people.
Yes, I know Ethel very well. She does her own business and so comes into town. She used to go into floor, do everything for herself and so.
Yes. And she got a job at we were trying to place them. Ethel got a job at we used to call the Brazier factory, Wellington.
Yeah.
And they loved her because Ethel sat in one chair. They gave her the braziers and they gave her the straps, and she did not gossip. She had no time to gossip. And she was able to produce double what all the others were producing. So she was just hooking her brazier straps to brazier. Ethel is she's a one, amazing woman.
Yeah.
amazing.
And out of that came the St. Vincent de Paul. Let me see, we have a caller. 1 minute. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Yeah. As you got through the story, I realized that you were able to recognize who Miss Carrot is talking about.
Yes.
Joan.
Yes.
Joan ultimately, I think, ended up becoming gainfully employed at one of the industrial site factories. I think it might have been Electrofab or some one of them. Harrow-Sovo, sorry. Harrow-Sovo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Harrow-Sovo. And I had
the telephone operator.
I had the privilege of interacting with him every time I would have visited that establishment. I think he used to do
the telephone
receptionist, yes.
Yes.
And I had the pleasure of interacting with him in my work. I used to be an inspector in the field at Social Security. And I used to visit Harrow-Sovo, which was in my zone at the time.
Yeah,
and
just
Joe was
Box Road,
amazing. Huh?
I don't know Sandy Point, by Box Road or something like that.
Right, in Sandy Point, yes.
Right. So that is the same Joan.
Yes, same one.
Yeah.
He lived in there, and you turn down the road to go to Golden Lemon.
Yeah.
Before you got there, you turned to
right?
He was right there.
He was such an inspiration.
An amazing young man.
As is Mr. Bowen and his wife.
Oh, yes. Those two are
such inspirations. In fact, I could tell you, one of the points that was being made about clearing the sidewalks of vendors had to do with the
visually impaired
problem that they would have posed for people like Ethel, who just wanted to come in town and move around.
Yes.
And could not because of that. And so, I mean, these individuals are such an inspiration, and Mrs. Carrot, you are an inspiration.
Thank you.
You are an inspiration. I applaud you. I bless you.
I feel humbled. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Mark the First.
Okay, Mark the First.
Good morning.
Hey, Jazzy. The guy who's sick, that's your friend. Is that Ronald and Tressy's son?
The guy who what?
Is that Ronald and Tressy's son?
Jason, who I spoke about?
Yes.
Yes.
I am not sure. Okay.
Someone with his phone.
No, he has the computer on.
Okay.
So it bouncing back. Yes.
Okay.
Mrs. Scarrett, we're getting some more calls, okay? Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Jesse.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Skerritt, and good morning, Honorable.
Morning.
I tell you, answer.
Morning. Thanks.
If you only vote, the fruit can be better than the tree.
That's right.
Thanks.
Respect is due.
Thank you very much.
Every Saturday you laugh. Now, the same blind man, I used to go down to have a server at least once a year to extract data when I work at the planning unit.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have an appointment, and when I reach, and I press the buzzer, come on in, Mrs. Henry. But I ask him, how you know it's me? Every time I go in, he don't ask who is it. Come on in, Mrs. Henry.
Wow.
May I say something while Miss Henry talking?
Yes.
That was one thing. That's the one thing with visually impaired people. Once they hear your voice, once they never. John was like that. He never forgot a voice.
I used to be amazed. I just want to know on the visual. You know?
He remembered everybody he ever spoke to by voice.
Well, that's good. I tell you, I am now blind, so I could appreciate it, you know. But Miss Henry, no, darling, no. It is only an impairment, not a disability.
Right.
Because you have a function where you know my brain work.
That's right.
Yeah, so I want to encourage other blind people out there who might be home feeling all is lost. All is not lost. What you have is a new beginning when you lose your vision.
Right, that's right.
So God bless Mrs. Skerritt and all the others who help the blind. And I want to encourage other people and encourage the teaching of Braille. If they teach Braille, they do teach Braille at Cotton Thomas, But if adults was to try and learn Braille, it would make their communication much easier. All right, then.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, awesome.
So, Mrs. Skerritt, he was the only person who was disabled, as we would say, that worked with you?
Let me see. I think so, you know.
Okay.
I think John was the only one I had that I could remember.
So did that lead you into having this St. Vincent de Paul organization?
No, that was started by a priest we had here who saw the need for something like that.
Okay.
So when he came, Father Jack Nelson was his name, when he came here, he found them going to the presbytery on Saturdays, and the priest would give everybody $1.
Mm-hmm.
And when they got the $1, he noticed that some of them, from their faces, that were alcoholics. You know, alcoholics after a while get a swollen look in the face and things like that. And so he started by buying bread from the store across the street, the bakery on George Street.
Fulton.
Fulton, yeah.
Yes.
And once or twice, when he gave them the bread, he saw some of them getting the spray and break up and throw it in the ground. And then he saw the need for something for the Paul. So we started to give them food packages instead of just money or one bread.
Okay. Uh-huh.
That was the 1982 or 83, I believe, yes. I was the first president for 6 years.
So why did it dissolve? I mean...
It's not dissolved, it's been very active in our church.
Oh, okay. But we don't hear much about it, but I heard about it when you were the president, and so you were pushing it a
yes,
lot.
I made sure to publicize it very much.
Yeah, you publicized
Because, you see, the precept, the idea between the for the Paul Society is you do not ask somebody, it's not just for Catholics.
Yeah.
The man who started it said, where the need is, you go.
Okay. We have a caller. Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Jazzy?
Yes.
Derek?
Good morning. I must apologize for what happened last week, and I felt very uncomfortable, having been bombarded by everybody who heard.
Yes.
Did not hear me on the radio last Saturday, to pay special congratulations to my dearly beloved cousin, Miss Skerritt, who celebrated her birthday on October 10th. I should have gone over to celebrate with her, but due to reasons beyond control, I could not. This is Derek Defrate.
Mr. Derek,
Hello,
1 minute.
Derek.
Yes, it's Derek, right. Just trying to find out who it was. Yes.
I recognize his voice.
Cousin Agnes,
Hi, darling. How are you? I thought you commented to me.
But it's better to be late than never. Belated birthday greetings, and I wish you all the best. I wish you 100 more years of success. I know we all have our challenges, but we're not as young as we used to be. I've learned a lot from you for Carnival. I owe you a gratitude. You're my cousin, my dearly beloved cousin, and we go way back. And for this, I say, please to forgive me for not calling you on your birthday, which was October 10th, to wish you happy birthday. But it's better late than never. Belated the greetings.
I didn't have a birthday, I had a birth week. And I know you are giving me a birth month. So you send the congratulations and the blessings. You send the birthday blessings my way, darling.
I love you still, and God bless you.
But Miss
You're coming over. Where are you coming over to see?
Yes, I know. Don't say it. I'll tell you.
Stay with us, Mr. Fitz. I want to ask you, how was it working with Mrs. Skerritt?
She's a tremendous person.
And what did you do together? What did you work with her
Well,
with?
because she was involved in Carnival, and I was just getting into. I was getting some pointers from her. Well, she was involved in Queen Show. She was involved in Troops. You name it. Her name was Agnes Carnival Queen Skerritt. And for that, I hail her. I respect her. And I always think highly of her and her family. She is my cousin, and I love her dearly, and we go way back.
So were you a part of when she used to post the pictures on the glass and we fly to see them and stuff?
Jazzy, don't try to make people go back to know how old I am. I used to be one putting up the pictures on the Manila board. What were you?
You were the one? Okay. It used to be, that was so cool, exciting.
To get in. Shane, look out, she gonna win. She didn't cheat for she.
Yes.
And they knew the winner and the losers before the show was even on. And sometimes I get there and they say, I know you know. I know you know. Don't go cook nothing. But she was and she still is a fantastic lady. And give credit, anything she puts her hand to, she's like Midas.
I'm telling you, yes,
gold.
It's true.
No wonder she celebrated golden years of anniversary, birthday, weddings, and you name it.
Yes.
And for that, I say congratulations and give her flowers. Now she's living.
So tell me something. Was Mrs. Skerritt and you involved in JCs as well? Miss Skerritt,
No.
were you in the JCs?
No, I was not.
No, my husband was the same.
No, I was not a JC. I couldn't take on that because I was too young. I was not in that bracket, and I had to creep before I walked.
So your husband, Mr. Skerritt was in JCs?
Yes.
Yes, he was in JC.
At one time, I think he must have been the president. He was very active, Didn't you know him, Jasmine?
I know him in the drugstore. That's about it.
He was a very nice person. You go in there and you don't have enough money to get your medication. Sonny said, come get them, Mr. Skerritt said, come, let me give you, this is to get you back to good health here. He was a perfect gentleman. I am seeing him. He was very astute, very upright, and always smiling. And when I get in, the first thing he say, cousin, what you want now? But he was a nice person. And may his soul rest in peace. And Agnes, I love you. I think about you. I owe you a visit, and we'll talk about that privately. God bless you. Stay safe.
Okay, okay, Derek. Okay, darling.
So Mrs. Skerritt, were you a carnival queen?
No, darling, no.
Okay, because like how we said carnival queen, I thought maybe you might have entered, you know?
She took the name.
Yeah.
I entered them and taught them to walk and help them to dress and design the clothes. But I was never one myself. I was told you to be a carnival queen, you're crazy. Carnival queen supposed to be beautiful people.
Oh, so, Miss Skerritt, wow, you should see my face. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, beauty. So weird. What the queen there saying she's not beautiful? In and out, in and out, in and out. And others know that.
That's a
yes, but we just like Derek. We miss it, but we was there in the heights. So we say Earthman greetings, not birth. Your mother gave birth. It's your mother's birthday.
Yes.
I recognize
So you
that
say
voice.
Earthman greeting.
That's Eli X.
Yes.
Oh, it might be with Eli.
I'm telling Eli Junior, tell her we come look for and camp fry now. And then we get to find out say the princess had take full care, so she not there no more, she gone.
Well, Eli, I am by one of the people you had so much Dr. Lisa Scarrett. I live with her now.
What you said, Mrs. Scarrett?
I was telling Eli that I come by me and they couldn't find me because I'm not down in my apartment at St. Christopher's Club anymore. I was telling him I live by somebody he admires very much, and that's my daughter, Dr. Lisa Scarrett.
Oh, okay. He dropped out. His call dropped out, but I think he might be hearing you. So you're by Dr. Lisa Scarrett.
Yes, that's all. It's same St. Christopher's Club, but right up from on the concrete walk from the last roundabout between here and Ocean Bridge.
Oh, okay. Wow, Mrs. Scarrett. Wow. Good morning.
Good morning again, Jazzy.
Yes.
I just want to tell Miss Kate that I want to thank her at the age of 92 for coming on the radio and still educating us from way back at the age of 92. Some people just 50 something, 60 something, and they can't remember nothing.
93.
And just a minute, you know, this guy could have been by KSP. A guy from out of the country, they call him Genius.
Blind Genius, yeah.
Yes. One afternoon I was passing, and I hear me, and I know good neither. I hear people calling him Genius. I said, Genius, what's going on? He said, "That politics." The man pick up the waist one time, you know.
Yeah.
Mama going on, and he just stood here, you, and you know. All right then.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Okay. Now Carol Smith says she always have something to give away, to give. May God continue to bless you, Mrs. Scarrett, upon you and your family. And then she says, Mrs. Scarrett was doctor. Man, you could go to her with any kind of sickness you have and she would fix it, I guess. And then Joycey Daniel says, good morning, Jazzy. And
Joycey.
My sister Ellen Noble was Miss Scarrett seamstress.
Yes, yes.
Oh, see, I remember that. Miss Ellen Noble.
Oh, yes, Bajan.
Yes. She went to St. Thomas and then she was working at St. Thomas at St. Croix. And if she was at the airport, anybody she saw coming to thank you, she would give them something to bring to me, Ellen.
Wow. So she made clothes for the contestants and so
for the children. No, for my children. Me and my children. Ordinary dresses.
Oh, okay. That's
Joycey.
You know her?
Of course. This is my lady, you know, from St. Kitts, from Market Street, but she lives in Barbados.
Oh, okay.
Friends for years without tears. Joycey.
Okay.
All right, nice.
So Christina James says, tell Mrs. Scarrett thanks for what she has done for George Junie James. We don't know where to find her. God's blessing and covering upon her. So who is George Junie James? Can you recall that name, Mrs. Scarrett?
Those names?
No.
George, Junior, and James?
No, George Junior James. Maybe he is George James Jr. or whatever. You know, there's a gentleman who I interviewed like some weeks ago. His name is George Somerset, and he worked for you, he said.
Yeah, for years. Yeah, in the drugstore.
He said he was a pharmacist. He was working in Miss Scarrett's drugstore. He's a grandmaster. He's a grandmaster in karate.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, so he's the Ace Dan. He got awarded. That's a big award.
Somerset?
Yeah, George Junior Somerset.
George. Oh, my God, you have a good friend.
Yes. So he said he worked with Mrs. Scarrett. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, Jazzy and Mike.
Yes. Oh, boy.
Miss
It seems so. Okay, let me try and get Mrs. Scarrett. The call dropped. Carol Smith, we love you, Mrs. Scarrett. Kisses. Happy Earth Day to Mrs. Scarrett, blessing you. And Earth Month, I don't know. Christina, I kind of getting mixed up Christina, but we're going to try and link back with Mrs. Scarrett. So don't go anywhere, stick and stay. This is quite interesting. And Mike, it's 26 minutes past, so we have a little time, right?
Okay.
So let me try and link back with Mrs. Scarrett. I'm going to take a break. Play advertisement and come back.
Right.
Girl, you got some animals on here killing me. They would not keep out my yard. Can't even get food from my own garden. I'm trying to save to buy some fencing, but they're very expensive and the cheaper ones won't keep the donkeys out.
You haven't heard that we have our very own fence manufacturers right here in the Federation, and their prices are better than any place else. JMF Fencing in Long Point, Nevis. Joe bought some heavy fence from them that's keeping out the big animals for the same price as other places sell that light, flimsy wire that animals just push down. Plus, they make whatever height you want, 3 to 10 feet. And you know what? Buying stuff made right here keeps the money in the Federation and boosts our economy. And listen, JMF Fencing's customer service is top-notch, girl. So call them now. The number is easy to remember, 469-4692. You got it? 469-4692. J&F Fencing in Long Point, Nevis, your local chain link manufacturer.
Okay, and we are back, and let me just go to the phone lines. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good
Hello.
morning. Hello.
Miss Scarrett is back yet?
Yes, she's here with us now. Yes, she's online. You can talk to her.
Okay. I remember the days traveling from the Virgin Islands, and on our way back, we will go to Miss Scarrett to get some essence. And if you don't have a bottle, she will tell you, okay, she's going behind and she's coming back with a bottle. So you could get it to walk with. But what I remember most about, which is in recent times, I was there in Varsity and I went in there to get some almond essence. I had on a shirt which I was advertising a youth steel pan in the Virgin Islands.
Mm-hmm.
And from the time she saw the name of Holy Family, she said, "Oh, you're one of us." I said, "No, but I does support the youths." And she said, that was so nice because she thought because it was showing Holy Family. It was one of the Catholic churches in her area. But she was able to tell her that my father was a police officer. He was the inspector of police there in Basseterre. His name was Proctor, a tall, clear gentleman. And the days when he going around, all he had is a little cane in his hand, and people used to respect that cane. But it's nice to hear that she's 93. No. I hope I will be able to reach there.
So who's calling?
The name is one of the Proctors.
Your name is what?
Proctor from Keon.
Proctor. And where do you live now?
In St. Thomas.
In St. Thomas. So, Mrs. Scarrett, that's Mr. Proctor.
From all the way in St. Thomas.
From St. Thomas.
Yeah. I heard him. So
You should remember my father. He was inspector of police.
Hold on.
Of course I do. Yes, yes.
You do remember him?
I do, yes. So you tell me who's the policeman. I remember him, yes.
Okay, in those days, all those police officers, all they had to walk with a little cane in their hand, and people respected that cane.
A little baton up to the side, to no guns, no.
No guns.
Our children were taught, and some, not all grandchildren, but it's early generations were taught to respect police officers.
Jazzy,
I must also tell you, I used to lecture police officers, and I always remember telling them you cannot buy respect in a supermarket.
That's
so
right.
if they respect themselves and show the young people respect, they will be respected.
That's
there was a time when our young people began to be very disrespectful of police officers. And it has to be taught from the cradle up.
That's right.
Because Jazzy, what about the wig this morning?
What about what?
The wig.
The wig?
Yeah, you had one a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay. No, I'm in my own here right now.
Oh, he's seeing visually?
Yes.
You have to put it on once in a while.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Proctor. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jazzy Diane. Good morning to Miss Kerry. That's my teacher. And good morning to my uncle, Mick.
Hi.
This is Annette speaking.
Hi, Annette.
Yes. Jazzy, you all 3 years legend. Miss Kerry is a real legend in this place. You understand?
Yes.
She's a real legend because all of my grandfather, Attis, who used to had the turn photo to be on the donkey. He used to tell us when he got paid, he said, go down to Miss Kerrick, tell Miss Kerrick, her boyfriend send us. When I reached Miss Kerrick, she said, she would just laugh. And she would say, okay, tell Attis. What she used to call him some other kind of name. A white boy or something. Some kind of name she used to call him. She said, tell him, I said, I'm going to reach him. She would say, come back the next day. And I would go back the next day. And it's ready for him. And I would go back, he would say, well, you carry my message? I say, yes. But she just tell me she will reach you. She ain't give me another message. It's like, you want back some days that she say something else. That was my Attis. That is my grandfather who used to ride the donkey.
Attis?
If you remember him.
Miss Kerry, do you remember Attis?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Remember.
Okay, thank you, Annette. If she remember Miss Kerry, remember Attis. So Miss Kerry, so she said Attis used to ride a donkey. That time they had donkey race, no?
Of course, donkeys in the park.
Yeah.
Yes, we said up the park.
Yes.
Yes,
the donkey race, yeah. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Jazzy and Mick.
Yes, morning.
Good morning. I have 2 French doors for sale.
2 what?
2 French doors. It's the size is 24 inches. They ship the wrong thing, so I'm selling them.
2 French doors.
Yes, 2 French doors.
For how much?
$7.50 each.
Man, they had French doors still.
English doors, Spanish doors.
Oh yeah.
2 French doors.
Okay.
$7.50. And what size is it?
Each.
$7.50 each.
25 inches, eh?
24 inches.
24 inches.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And what's your number?
663-1339.
1339.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
24 inches, is it?
Yes, each. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Thank you.
Good morning, Radio Market.
Hey, Mickey. What about the mango?
Okay, not
Okay,
today,
no,
man.
not today.
Okay, Mrs. Scarrett, as we continue with our conversation, it's 25 to the hour of 12. We have to cut off soon.
No problem.
But, go ahead.
Somebody said if the radio that Mrs. Kerry just said was Bullover.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Scarrett, Boulevard or something like that, or Boulevard, that was the name of the radio?
No. Boulevard was the watches we sold.
Boulevard, okay.
Oh, Boulevard was the watch.
Watches.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Mr. Philip. He wanted to know.
Okay. Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yes.
Yes, I have apartment for rent, a 1-bedroom apartment.
1-bedroom apartment. Mm-hmm.
How it is?
In houses?
Yes.
What's the rent like?
$650 monthly.
$650 per month. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your number?
663. 75.
Go ahead.
41.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got you covered.
Thank you.
Okay, we lost that one. Yes, Mrs. Scarrett. So the pullover was the watch.
Yeah, become grandfather still pullover to her.
Okay. So then he had to look out for the name of the radio then. Go ahead, Mick, talk.
Good morning. Sorry, you had a caller?
Yeah, it's okay. I was telling you, go ahead and so you're going to say. Good morning.
Morning. I would like to know the number that the lady said she have the phone.
The phone, 665-8488.
Okay.
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 Mick, so what you were saying?
Mr. Philip was supposed to call.
Okay. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Good
Yes.
morning. Good morning. Good morning, Jazzy, and good morning, Mick. Good morning, Mrs. Skerritt. Long live you, Miss Skerritt. Long live. Mrs. Skerritt, you have done remarkably well in our society, in this country. You have done remarkably well.
That's right.
I can see in the days when you were around, I hardly see funerals used to pass up here. Nowadays, it's every 10 minutes, funerals, for simple causes. Yes. And while Miss Kerritt was around, she always, a simple class. Miss Kerritt always say, come. I think I know what happened. And she always got her stethoscope, like she's a trained doctor. Thank you, Mrs. Kerritt. You have done remarkably well for this country. You should have MBE, MHC, everything you should have be on your name. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. The call dropped again, so
Okay.
I'm going to get her back again quickly.
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Deputy.
Yes.
I'm calling because I have a washer and a dryer together.
Okay. One washer and dryer.
Yes.
For how much?
850.
850?
Yeah.
And what's your number?
665. 64 22.
665
64 22.
Okay, got you covered.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I have Mrs. Skerritt to call back. Unfortunately, I dropped. Yes. So I'm gonna call you now, Mrs. Skerritt. Mick, what you were saying? You were saying something and you forget.
Philip called, but it's something that he got to say himself for the radio station.
Yeah, he got a lot of information, he said. Yes, I'm trying to get back Mrs. Skerritt as we try to wrap up because it's like 22 now, but
Wow.
it should be, I should get through to her now. Yes. I don't know how come that call dropping.
You don't know?
But anyway, something making us drop the call. Mrs. Skerritt, you're back with us?
Yes, darling.
Thank you for your patience here. Yes, somebody called and was commending you, but you didn't get to hear it. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you just give me the number there for the woman who said she have a washer and a dryer?
665-6422.
Okay, thank you.
I had to make sure me and drop Mrs. Skerritt again. Okay, hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Chelsea. How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
Happy belated birthday.
No, it ain't come yet.
Oh, you ain't come yet tonight, this month, right?
So it soon come.
Okay, good.
Is it next week?
Okay, good. Okay.
I'm a October like Mrs. Skerritt.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Chelsea, I'm just calling to say that I have one 2-bedroom apartment to rent. In number 9 Farms Project Sandy Point.
In Sandy Point.
Yes. That apartment, however, just it come with water only, and you pay your own electricity.
Okay.
The price is $850. Number to call 760-2453.
2453.
WhatsApp 663.
Can't give you all of that, Give me one more number.
Okay, 663. 6225, and it's WhatsApp only, Jazzy.
Well, I don't know. They can see, that's the thing. So let them call the 760 then.
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you kindly, and tell me I say hi.
Hi, landlord. Good morning.
Okay. Yes, so Mrs. Skerritt, we had to wrap up just now. It's 20 minutes to, but hi, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
You said the number was 665.
6422.
6422. 6422.
Yes.
Okay.
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 Morning.
Hey, good morning, Jazzy.
Yes, morning.
Yeah, let me send a message. Some weeks ago, I was giving away a turkey.
Yeah.
A lady called me, said she from a school. She never showed up. A gentleman called me after, and I told him, well, if the person don't come by the 15th, he could come and have it. So he didn't give me his name, but if he's listening, he could come and collect it. My number is 465-3645.
Okay.
I want to send advance birthday greeting to my pastor, Pastor Marjorie George.
Mm-hmm.
Her birthday will be on Monday and yours on Tuesday.
Yes.
So all of those who went to Maranatha, PEC, Pastor Junior High, Pastor George's birthday would be on Monday, the 24th of October. So you could give her a call.
Mm-hmm.
You know, check her out. Because, you know, she's an amputee now, right?
Yes.
So all of you now is the time that the elderly need you. This is the elderly month, and she's both disabled and elderly. So may God bless her and bless you. So the person, if you're listening, the gentleman who called me, he can call me at my house number and arrange to pick up the turkey.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Hi, good morning.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yes, good morning. Okay. Yes, so Mrs. Skerritt. See Miss Skerritt gone again. I don't understand why the call is dropping. Well, Mrs. Skerritt, we want to thank you. I'll call you personally, but I just want to say thanks because the call keeps dropping. I don't know why. Good morning. I'll call you personally, but I just want to say thanks because the call keeps... Hello? I don't know why. Good morning. Okay, somebody have on their computer or something too loud. So okay, so we're at the end of Radio Market, right? It's now 17 minutes to, unless you want to go until 12 noon, Mick? Huh? Yeah, but he's up at 12. You want to go till 12?
Let's go till 12, man. Just
5 to 12. We come out at 5 to 12?
Yes, let's go for Mr.
Okay. So, but Mrs. Skerritt, I drop her again. Good morning.
Hi, morning, Jazzy. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, I'm calling to see if I can get into the market.
Uh-huh.
I have a grinder.
A what?
A grinder, electric grinder to grind beans and spices.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new for sale. It's going at 2,000. I'm willing to bargain down to 1,500.
2,000 negotiable. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
the number is 763
763
6429.
6429. Got you covered. Electric grinder. Got you covered.
All right.
Okay. So it's now 60 minutes. You think we should try to get back Miss Skerritt or just...
Sure.
Because
sometimes too.
I don't know why the call is dropping because me and touching it, it's locked in and everything, and it just keep dropping. So just to end off and tell her thank you very much. So let me try and get her back. In the meantime, Mike, you were saying something about
Yeah, Mr. Philip was talking about the things that the radios she was selling, and Mrs. Skerritt, some movie star came off of
some movie star that she was
Robert
with.
Mitchum or something, and
Okay,
Mrs. Skerritt was the one who was
we didn't talk about that just
taking
now.
him around.
Yeah, he asked me about that. Something Mitchum, George Mitchum or something like that.
Mitchum.
Robert Mitchum?
Yeah.
But I don't know Robert Mitchum. I know somebody, me and stars by the names really. If I see them, I could say, you know?
Robert Mitchum and he named the black guy.
Danny Glover?
No, the guy.
Sidney Poitier?
Davis.
Me know. See, alas, only them, you know.
Sammy
Hi,
Davis.
Mrs. Skerritt. I'm going to come back to you again.
Okay.
Yes, Mrs. Skerritt, it seems as though the call is being dropped. I don't know why, because on my end I have it locked in. That is what we're supposed to do to keep you on the air, but it just keeps dropping. But before we finish, Mick, there's a gentleman who called and was telling Mick. So listen to this and see if you remember.
This is a movie star came off a ship, and you was escorting him around town. Robert Mitchum.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember the day. Yes.
So tell us about that day. What happened?
Well, I was in the store. He came in to get some stuff, and I recognized him because I always used to like movies here.
See something wrong with the phone then. It's cracking up.
So
Mr.
Frank
Skerritt, you're gone.
Sammy Davis and Robert Mitchum used to act movies together.
Okay, so I must go check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
movies. And I think one of them was was a very good singer. He sing My Way. I did it my.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Frank Sinatra, Robert Mitchum, and Sammy Davis used to act.
Sammy Davis Jr. Okay, Mrs. Scarrett, I don't know what's happening, but your phone dropped out again, so it's on your end. I don't know.
I'm hearing you now.
Okay, so then you were speaking and we didn't hear you again after that. We only heard you when you said he came in the store to buy something. So what happened after that?
Well, I used to like him in movies. I got very excited.
Yes.
And he wanted to see a few places, so I just walked around and showed him the square and the church and the Anglican church and so on. And then he went back on the boat.
So
nothing exciting happened.
So yeah, he didn't take your number, you took and
No,
just
my husband don't forget the husband was interested in this same drugstore,
Yeah, but I don't mean in terms of that, I mean like in terms of links to St. Kitts and so, that kind of thing.
No, I never heard from him again. Never heard a thing from him again.
Yes.
Another important person who they came down at what used to be Ballaku was John Steinbeck.
Oh, another name, Steinbeck. Yes, that name.
Yes, Steinbeck was a lot of novels. He was well known. Yeah, we used to get people coming in here, but no hullabaloo was there about them at the time, Just a yacht came in and they came off and they did the shopping.
Maybe that's why they like St. Kitts and Nevis so much, because they don't really get a lot of attention. Like when
following them,
they could be at peace. They come in, they do what they're doing, and maybe if one or two persons know them, we wouldn't. Just like how you see, it was so cool and calm when you went with him.
Make me remember this one that had people following, because what he was doing was an action movie, Listen in Action.
That's.
You remember that, Nick?
Yes.
You mean thing?
He came in the shop.
Chuck Norris.
That's right. Whenever they came back, come up with the hell, there were people running behind them.
Yes. I remember.